Manchester United will host Liverpool. The fans are planning a big protest of what they call the vile ownership of the Glazers. In the midst of all this, Elon Musk put out a tweet musing about buying Manchester United. Now, he's clarified that he was joking, but that tweet caught your attention. You have some thoughts on that?
Well, I mean, first off, we know that Elon loves to tweet, and he uses it as almost a video game, if you will, and he enjoys poking people. I loved it. I know that because Manchester United is a publicly traded company, it has ramifications, but I don't think that he has any responsibility in terms of his tweet impacting stock prices or anything of a company that he has nothing to do with right now. Also a company that is publicly traded is, by all accounts, if the right person were to come along, potentially up for sale. So, I mean, we know that's not happening, but I thought it was awesome. I thought it was brilliant.
And I will say, the last couple of days in terms of Manchester United transfer rumors have been absolutely insane. I've heard everybody from Serginho Dest to Frankie de Jong to Casemiro. To Milinkovic-Savić to Moises Caicedo to Christian Pulisic. I mean, probably a couple more I'm forgetting, but and you know, if it was a club like Liverpool, you'd sort of roll your eyes and think, okay, most of this is nonsense. But with Manchester United, they're so dysfunctional right now. I actually believe that they're sort of contemplating all these different players and don't know which way to go, and they're just kind of throwing stuff against the wall and see what sticks. I mean, trying to figure out what's real and what isn't.
Why is it dysfunctional to be attempting to actually rectify the situation and fix the situation?
But you think you'd zero in on a couple of targets. That, you know,
because what if they do nothing? They're going to get crushed if they do nothing.
But it's
so now when they're actually doing something.
But doing something with some sense of direction. Like, oh, there's a couple of players I picked out. I can see why they've picked them out. It makes sense. It just seems like they're throwing a bunch of names against the wall. Like to be like.
What would that be?
To be like.
Stop.
To be like. To be like. Okay, our first choice was Rabiot, and if we can't get him, then our fallback is Casemiro. That seems very odd. They're two very different types of players. The different, you know what I mean? There's not sort of like, oh, I could see you wanted this guy, you couldn't get him, so you went for a guy with a very similar profile. So I could see the type of player you're targeting. They're just kind of throwing out big names that one guy has nothing to do with the other.
I don't.
You don't agree?
I don't see it like that. I don't see it like that. I think they're damned if they do, damned if they don't. And that doesn't absolve them from the responsibility. Ultimately, whatever train wreck it is of their creation. But if they go and try to fix it with not a great track record, understandably, and I totally get that and respect that, but I'm not going to fault them for actually going out and trying to do things to stem the tide, to fix it out there. Your point, though, is valid in that if they are going out and doing that without a plan, and we're just assuming that there is no plan, but if they're going out there without a plan, yes, you can make a bad situation worse.
You like that clip? Well, my State of the Union podcast drops every week. Subscribe now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.